But that fast repair comes in real handy at certain points.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to save a lot of guys' races. You know, some guys they have very small damage, they're going to try to save it till later, and then if they get a chance later, they'll use it. But the fast repair is definitely a big lifesaver for these guys.
Yeah, and as we've seen over and over here, we get a few guys, they're not used to racing with guys, they float a little bit, we get a few hooks, we get some guys turned and cause some damage. Hopefully, this is the 5th week we've done this. Hopefully these guys have learned a little bit. Talladega is big, it's wide, it's fast. It's easy to make laps by yourself here, but we got to watch what we're doing in the draft tonight. And I think we can have something special by the end of the night if these guys can just calm down, take their time. What we're going to see tonight, Adam, see what you think. Stage 1 is going to end at lap 10. We've seen a lot of carnage at the end of stages, so I expect a little bit, maybe around lap 10. Second stage is going to be lap 20. Then they're going to go 30 laps to the end with these trucks. Now, me and you, we drive a lot of trucks. We know we can't push in the corners. We know that kind of stuff. So how do you expect these guys to attack the stage ends tonight?
You know, there's no money on the line for the stages. There's a little bit of money on the line for the race. So hopefully these guys are able to keep it clean for these stage ends. I think we kind of saw last week, some of these guys, weren't really racing too hard for the stage end. They were kind of keeping it clean. So I think we're going to see a lot of the same tonight. Just hopefully clean racing at the end of the stages. Cody, what's your take on it?
Yeah, I'd like to make a little correction. I was assuming that Kyle Hess is running tonight. It seems that he is actually race control. But in terms of the stages, I think as long as these guys can stay clean, it's a super speedway. The goal is to make it to the end. There's really nothing on the line today, so they should just go in with the momentum of just the thought process of, okay, I got to make sure I make it to the end. As you guys know me, I like to roll around in the back on super speedways and then try to make a push towards the end of the race because that's where it matters. That's where you get the true feel of an actual race, is by trying to come across that checkered flag as the winner.
I'm kind of the same way. I want to roll in the back, but when too many guys want to roll in the back, I want to go to the front, get myself in better track position. I think we'll see a little bit of that tonight. Now, as I said, we drive a lot of these trucks. We know right now a solo run, they're going to run 170, 171. In the draft, they're going to be anywhere from 180 to 188. How do you guys feel they can adjust if they don't have a dancing partner here? How they can adjust to finding someone they can trust, someone that can give them a good push, not floating, too much. Should they go hard to find that at the beginning? Take it 3 wide, who can you trust? Or should they just roll to the back and find some guys they feel with? What do you think, Adam?
I think your friends are going to be where you find them tonight. I think there's not a lot of guys in here that are teammates. We've got just a few guys that are teammates. I got to take that back, but not a lot of these guys are probably familiar with each other. So I think friends are going to be where you find them, and I think they're going to be searching around a little bit during the race, kind of looking at people, looking at how others race to see who they can push at the end and who they can kind of be more aggressive around.
Yeah, that's what I'll be looking for. As we've seen these first 3 races, we see a few guys on the bottom. They get up, come down, up, down, causes problems. What I'd be looking for if I'm driving is who's holding that steady wheel, who looks good in the draft, then I would go with them. There wouldn't even be a doubt in my mind. That's where I would go. Cody, you say you always want to go to the back, but what is your strategy when it's time to go forward? That's what you're looking for, right? A guy you can trust and go to the front with?
Oh, wholeheartedly. You got to know who to work with in this series. Super Speedways is not a single man's race. This is all based off of who you can get to be encouraged to roll around with you in that back. And then when it comes time to make that final push, to be trusting of you to be able to push them to either the victory or them push you to the victory.
On track now, we see Torrey Thompson. He's been a regular for a while in our Friday Night Truck Series. He is very good at these super speedways, as he won one of the qualifying races for the Monday Night Series. So this is a guy I would expect to see do well tonight. I would expect him, Huck Wigington, a couple guys we know that will hook up together, Zach Hartwick. And, I would trust Torrey here if I was one of these guys. How about you?
Absolutely. Tori was able to win a dual race actually in the Monday Night Truck Series that we have over there in the Sim Racer Hub Truck Series on Monday night. He was able to win a dual race, so he's definitely proved that he can run up front and win these races.
And for all you NASRA fans out there, we are a newer league. I mean, we've been around a couple years. We're in our 5th season of our Friday night league. For those of you that enjoy the racing, you're starting to know the people. Monday nights, we've got a truck series brought to you by Sim Racer Hub, NRE Power Systems. We're working on Xfinity Series right now. I'm working on a Cup Series right now. We have our Friday night Triple M Point Truck Series in their 5th season in the playoffs right now. They'll be doing the Circuit of America this Friday, road race, and the playoffs. We've got several things we're going to be bringing to you all on this network for next season. So hit that subscribe button if you're looking tonight. If you're checking on Facebook, go over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and we're going to have racing for you all the time with people you're going to know, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever's in the thing, cheer them on. And, of course, we want to bring up 213simware.com. They bring you this with along with Blanchard's Towing, Sim Racer, but 213simware.com. Check out the website. Get a picture of your truck. Get a picture of yourself. Get your name, whatever. Put it on a nice T-shirt. Make a great gift right here as the holidays are coming forward for the Sim Racer in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to thank our great sponsors in the NASRA series. Blanchard's Towing, Sim Racer Hub, 213simware.com. Also, Cody, I'm kind of looking through this field. I'm seeing a lot of guys that have been racing with us the past few weeks. Guys like Connor Leach, guys like Randy Schweitzer, Tyler Thurman. Looks like we got James Morris, Zach Hartwick, Huck Wigginton in here, Kyle Hess. Well, Kyle Hess is race control. Well, we got a lot of guys that have been racing around, so these are probably some of the guys you're going to start seeing when this series really kicks off.
Yeah, for sure. Further down the list, currently hasn't even turned any qualifying laps. You got Brandon Broadfoot. He's been racing us with several weeks, several series so far. He's truly somebody that's come and committed to what we're trying to do here at NASRA. I'm interested in seeing what he could do today. He's had some bad luck the last couple weeks in the different series that we've been hosting, but I'm interested in seeing if he can make it happen tonight.
Fellas, let's look at what NASRA has become as we talked. I want to pump this up as we're waiting for qualifying. We're waiting for things. This Monday night truck series, it's a 2,500 limit on I rating. It's from beginners to guys up to 2,500. Gives them a place to race. We're looking at Xfinity series coming. We're looking at Cup series. I mean, we're super excited about the Friday series. We're in our 5th season, going to be coming into our 6th season. Guys, let's be honest with each other. What do we expect to see coming in the future on this network that I'm going to give a shout out that Cody Knott has put together for us here? What are we expecting to see? I mean, we're going to see everything from beginner star, to find the new stars to all the way up to the best on the service. I mean, I'm super excited, guys. I mean, how do you guys think we're going to progress over the next 12 months?
Michael, I'm just as excited as you are. I think NASRA having our own NASRA 360 Racing Network really helps our league to grow and kind of just become its own, truly its own league. You have guys broadcasting that know the drivers. They can tell the fans more about who the drivers are, how the drivers race, how all about that. I think it's just a huge plus to have our own streaming service. And like you said, greatly put together by our colleague here, Cody Knott. I think, Cody, seems like you're starting to build some good things, you and Brady together working on this. How do you feel like things are going to go?
Oh, yeah, so just started out with the vision of trying to Michael started the podcast originally. Then he had some other stuff that came out that he was trying to pursue. It just started out with that vision. And then we're going to be trying to carry on with the podcast again here soon. Unfortunately, I won't be the one running it. Adam, yourself will be running it. So hopefully we get from there. But then it started to expand out to what else can we do with this? And I've always shown interest between the broadcasting from these other several series that other broadcast companies, I would say, that we use, like LSR TV when we used to use them, Racecraft, which does our Friday night series. So it really just got to the point of, well, what can we accomplish by doing our own? And then Brady came to me with an idea, and I already kind of had a simple understanding of it. And then we just took it off from there, and now we run in 3 producers, 6 announcers, and we're basically almost covering every night.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff, man. I mean, I enjoyed doing the podcast part. That's my favorite thing to do. But it became, as if no one doesn't know, I'm an over-the-road truck driver. So it's very hard to keep up with software, replays, all that kind of thing as I'm sitting in the truck. But for you guys to carry it on, I feel so great about it. And we can bring a lot of information to people, their favorite guys. I mean, if we get 4 series going, I mean, you're looking at a possibility of 150, 200 guys involved, their families involved, and it becomes a personal venture for everyone as we grow and move forward.
Yeah, just kind of like I said, just opens up a whole new book for, the series, the league to go down. And like you said, just so many guys coming here and we can get their story out. And they can, we can all just really grow this thing together.
Well, and as you know, Adam, we've got our chat groups and we got the things, and we have some, some super people in this league that have committed, and we know private stories, and we know their family, and we know everything. And that's what NASRA is about, everybody. Anybody watching right now, if you think we're here, we're trying to get rich and we're trying to make money doing these. No, we are growing these things so that guys that work every day and guys that enjoy doing this have a place to be. And that was the vision from the very beginning. And that's the thing I'm the most proud of. We're not professional race car drivers. We are working men and women that have a hobby and a passion that we can bring to this so that we can enjoy it, our families can enjoy it. It's just something that, to me, will take off with a personal touch now that we've invested in the future.
Yeah, for sure. So, honestly, what this is a series we don't benefit from in this besides just the love of us broadcasting and us wanting to bring the drivers themselves somewhere to watch the races, somewhere for their family members to watch it. So honestly, there is no payout for this. Our payout is us being able to do this for everyone.
All right, so now we'll turn it over to Adam Newbert to bring you the starting lineup.
All right, Michael, Cody. Starting on pole, we've got Kenneth Stamper, put down a whopping 55.88 for pole speed. Starting alongside him in second, Sean Corbett. Starting third, Connor Leach, Jason Stevenson, Matthew Kocher. Starting in fifth, Randy Schweitzer sixth, Sam Holman, Sean Hopkins, Tyler Thurman, Zach Hartwick rounding out the top 10 there. Chase Pennington will be starting from the 11th position alongside William Salamone there in the 12th position. Freddie Bazinez, James Morris, Dan Fendick, Tom Wilson, Chevelle Presley in 17th, Zach Lear in 18th. Rob Shaw will be starting 19th, with Robert Amaral rounding out the top 20. Matt Layton, Zachary Doyle, Donahue Ellis, Darius Williamson, and Huck Wigington round out the top 25, along with Torrey Thompson starting 26th, and Dennis Poulter starting 27th. Those are all the cars that have put down a lap and are still in the session tonight.
All right, now we're seeing there's 43 cars in the session, if I'm reading it right. It might be 42. I think it's 43. One name popped off as soon as you said it, and that's Leach. Connor Leach. He has been at the front. I expect him to go to the front once we get here. James Morris, the same way. James is one of those guys who knows how to utilize the draft. He's going to come forward quickly, and we'll see how this stacks up. What you would expect is the 2 packs. I'll expect a front pack and a second pack. So we'll see if these guys can keep in touch with the front. And they're going to wait out the caution that they think's coming. The grid looks good. Field is fantastic. Look at the crowd. They're all on their feet. What they don't see is, I've been in Talladega a lot of times, there is one big, giant, bald guy here that's a security guard. He tells you, do not come up to the fence. So you don't come to the fence.
Yeah, Michael, got to bring up the same point about Connor Leach there, too. We saw him last week, and he was just really strong all race long. So I definitely expect him to be up front racing for this thing and be there at the end. You know, he definitely showed that he's a pretty good Super Speedway driver last week. Cody, you got your eyes on anybody? Maybe some picks heading into this thing?
Yeah, like I was talking about earlier, we've had Brendan Broadfoot running with us several weeks now, and running into some bad luck. Hopefully he can make something happen tonight. Looks like he's starting towards the back right now, so hopefully he can work his way up, find himself a partner, and try to push for the run at the end.
One thing we're going to see tonight, guys, is there's $50 to first, $30 for second, $20 for third. So they are running for money. So we'll see if that calms down the aggression a little bit. Got to make it to lap 50 for that. First 49 laps do not matter. So I'm looking forward to see if the aggression is down. We know we've seen a few of these guys. We got Tyler Thorson back there. He's won. Connor Leach has won. These are guys I expect to see hook up, come to the front quickly.
All right, Michael, I guess I'll tell you my final pick. I'm going to have to go with Connor Leach. Who's yours?
I'm going to take Zach Hartwig just because I gave him a pep talk this week and told him to get his butt up in there and get it done.
Cody?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with it, man. I'm going to run with Brendan Broadfoot. Let's see what he can do tonight.
All right, so there's your picks for tonight as the field rolls through turns 3 and 4 here.
Yep. We're getting ready to go green. There's my pick. You'll see him in the orange. No, I'm sorry. He's in a grape crush machine. Big purple 24 on the side. You see Connor Leach there. He's second on the bottom. I expect him to give the leader a big push right off the bat. We've seen him do it over and over. So, flag man, green in the air as always. Barney ready to go. He's going to wave this thing till the arm falls off. Pace car down and away. Once we get to the Geico restart zone, leader will have the choice. There's the restart, and green, 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 away they go. These trucks take a while to get up to speed, so there's the green flag. 50 laps on the line stages. Lap 10, lap 20. We see Leach immediately giving a big push to the front. Now I'll expect him to move up soon to see if he can get to the lead. However, these three trucks here look very strong, very early. Love the way it looks right now, Adam. There's aggression already. There's Con. Yeah, Leach said, no, I'm getting out. Going to the back.
Wondering if we were going to see that coming off turn number 2, who all was going to go down to the inside and just get out of the way and let everybody else go by him. Already double file for this race lead, 2x2. Looks like about 6 or 7 rows deep right there.
Yeah, you see Kutcher, Stamper, Thurman, Holman. And like I said, Thurman was able to withstand a storm last week at Atlanta and get the win. And he's decided he's going to run here at the front. You'll see him second in line on the bottom.
I think we got
Field
some good
looking
three-wide
real
racing.
Yeah, field looks real good right now.
So it looks like currently my pick that I was picking is actually not racing. He decided to, I guess, not run tonight, but he was on the starting list. So, I mean, I'm going to have to pick somebody else. Let's go with Chevelle Presley. I've been going that name, so let's watch out for that 44.
Now, Cody, Brandon Broadfoot is in the number 7. He is on track, and he's currently running in 27th position.
That explains
27th position.
That explains it.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, once the league starts the racing, they'll all be assigned a number. Tonight, they may be a little different on the ticker as they are on the truck. That's hard for us as well.
Cody, I gotta say, I'm looking at that number 7's paint scheme, and I don't know if I can pull for him. He's got that Tennessee orange truck. I know them Bulldogs going to show them volunteers how it's done this weekend.
Hey, I will say they've got a quarterback over at that Tennessee Volunteers, man.
Oh, we got an issue.
I think, we're going to go cautionary. I thought we'd stay green. We saw one guy get loose. Oh, and that's Connor Leach. Somehow getting a little loose.
Zach Hartwig's involved in the incident there.
Our 2 picks said, nah, we'll just wreck early. Let's see what happened here. See Leach going all the way to the back. Oh, yeah, it's up in front.
Yeah, it looks like Zachary Doyle, the number 32, touched the bottom apron, it looks like. It looks like he got a little loose, and then he couldn't keep it down at the bottom and came back up onto the track.
Yeah, I think this incident starts a little bit earlier than this, though. Something had to happen there before this to get him down there.
Yeah, that's some guy. People that don't do this don't understand. Yeah, he's all the way at the top loose. That's very, very odd. That looks absolutely crazy to get loose in that position.
If we can catch that replay one more time, I think he actually got contact from the car below him there.
Yeah, actually checking at it from the back, yes, it looks like he got some net code from the black rifle truck of. Let me see if I can get a number on that for you guys.
Donahue Ellis. That'll be the 68 of Donahue Ellis.
Yeah, we see the melee here. They're all 3 wide. It's plenty wide for that.
There we see Donahue just try to go up to the middle. Already looked a little bit out of control there. And looks like he's just going to drift up into the 32. Probably not the fault of the 32 or anything he could do right there. Just went up and
Okay,
clicked.
now, this is the 3rd time I've watched one of these races. That truck, I believe, that was going crazy. There's no way that guy's on a steering wheel. I'm sorry. I'm going to bring it up again. There's no way he's on a steering wheel right there. That was it's way, way too much movement. Anyway, under caution for the first time. The front racing looked really, really smooth right there. So I think we got some guys that understand there's money on the line. They're going to take it a little more easy. They're giving each other a little bit more room before that little up-down drift. And I think we're going to see some real good stuff once we get straightened back out, get it lined back up. What do you think, Adam? I mean,
Yeah.
To me, it looked pretty good up front.
Yeah, we made it about 3 laps there, Michael. Just and really, it looked like that race was going to continue to go green there. You're right. Like the guy was on a controller. I mean, that's all it looked like. So, I think it's been pretty good. But,
Yeah. I don't want to call that stuff out, but it's almost completely obvious when you see it. It's that I mean, it's just obvious when you see it, and it's real hard to get away from.
Absolutely, Cody. And just as well as anybody, in your racing and everything, you know how hard it is to avoid those wrecks. And when there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, wholeheartedly, man. Sometimes, people think that there's a lot of space on this track, but honestly, when you go on that speed, roughly almost 200 miles per hour, trust me, these trucks are nearly impossible to try to maneuver around somebody without wrecking yourself.
Well, and we know what the problem is. When you're racing, I mean, we can show you guys camera angle after camera angle. You can't see anything except what's on the tailgate in front of you. You really can't see. You're trusting a spotter in, out, in, out. But when these guys are right up to the bumper and they're in that draft, you really can't see. So you'll see guys dip a little low to see where the corner is, dip a little high. You will see that because it's simply you want to see where you are on the track.
Yeah, kind of checking out some of these damaged trucks that were in that wreck. Looking at the 24, your pick of Zach Hartwick. He's going to opt not to take his fast repair. It looks like he's still got some rear end damage from that incident there. He's going to opt not to take the fast repair. It looks like the 32 did take his fast repair, got all of his damage repaired. Connor Leach, that truck looks good right there in front of the number 32 machine. Cody, how do you think
those guys took more of a spin?
Yeah, how do you think the strategy goes for these guys from here on out in this race? There you see Zach Hartwick, a little bit of left side damage and some rear end damage on that truck.
Well, generally for the recruitment races, we give out 1 fast repair. So most likely those that had that initial wreck and they came back out, that means they used up their fast repair. So now it's time to be patient, watch out for these wrecks. Be mindful and make sure you can actually see because when you're drafting, you guys know by firsthand, you could only see literally the words in front of you from the rear end of that other truck. Yeah,
and I mean, that's the challenge, right, guys? If there's a checkup, if they momentarily let out the gas or touch the brake, I mean, you're in them. It's just that hard to do. That, to me, that's the biggest challenge when you come to Super Speedway is you don't know exactly when someone's going to lift so they're not over pushing in the corner, blah, blah, blah. And it causes stuff like this.
Well, Michael, looks like we got Some breaking news coming out of the NASCAR world tonight. It looks like Jimmy Johnson is finalizing a deal to obtain an ownership stake within the Petty GMS Racing organization starting next year in 2023, and that he will drive and select races for the team. Wow, that's some big news. What you think about that?
That's interesting. And he's going to bring, of course, sponsorship. He brings money. But most importantly, he brings road course experience with the IndyCar. Now, I don't know if he can translate it into those cars, help out Eric Jones, help out Noah Gragson. Not sure, but to me, I mean, you bring a 7-time champion in a sport, it can't be a problem.
Cody, that's what I was thinking. Your thoughts on it? I was thinking kind of like Michael, but he's bringing 7-time champion experience in there.
I mean, I feel as long as you're able to know the right people these days in certain aspects of life, you can make anything happen. So we'll see what he has planned for the NASCAR world.
I think you're right. You remember his ties with Ganassi right now. Let's remember that, as that works with Trackhouse and that works with Ganassi. So anyway, pace car off. We're going to go back to green right here. Is that Stamper up front?
Matthew Kocher leading the race.
All right, Kucher, okay. I like that 13, of course. We want to see that up front all day. Green, 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 and we are away. Yeah, that's going to help him for a second. What's a bit biased, Cody? Come on now.
You're 13?
It hasn't been helpful for me yet, but hopefully it'll work for him. These guys are away 2 by 2. You can see we've got pretty stable guys on the bottom, and we've got some good pushing going on top. Now let's see if they will clear and if they'll go to the bottom. We see that several times during a race, and they are going to. Okay, everybody's going to clear. We're going to have 6 on the bottom. We're going to have 3 on the top.
Yeah, Stamper's going to get out to the lead right there. You know, getting a great push from that number 9 machine right there, and you know, we got 3 cars single file, and then we got some double file, but we got the 3rd place. He's going to jump right back out, Matthew Kocher there, and try to go for that lead back.
Yeah, Kocher seems to want to lead the pack. I'm not sure who is in this 19. That's not one of our regular Blanchard, did it?
Jason Stevenson.
All right. So he's looking good right up there right now. Sorry, folks, I am in the semi, and I am doing this blind, so I'm kind of looking and I'm watching and I'm trying to read. Everything's a little better than it has been, so that's good. So we got Stamper on the outside right there, the 19 behind. I'm looking. All right, Connor Leach is back up to 27th. We have a good pack, so things are going to switch around here fairly quickly. Bottom looks really formed up right now. What do you think, Cody? Bottom looking good to you, or would you rather be on the top right now?
Honestly, in a long race like this, I find more comfortability up at the bottom. Because, you know, with anything like these guys right here trying to go almost 4 wide, basically, it really doesn't work out for this track with these speeds. Just one little tiny bobble, you touch another person, it sets the whole chain reaction off.
Yeah, that's the problem. And what we're seeing here, we've got this is 2 laps till the end of the stage. Guys are getting their track position. And we got a spinner in the back. Let's see if we stay green. He got her back under control. He'll be okay. He's not going to finish well on the stage, but he's okay.
Rob
Still
Shaw,
alive.
519 machine right there. We are still green on the racetrack.
And there's the 47 of Morris, already to the front as I expected. He's very aggressive on these tracks. He's very good on these tracks. See him giving a good push there to the second man in line on the top.
Yeah, looking back, I'm not sure exactly if Rob had noticed the person below him, but it kind of just think he kind of tried to change lanes and barely connected with the driver below him.
Well, that's what we're talking about, Cody, right? You're waiting on a computer spotter to say clear. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So it is, you are kind of where you are. But here we go. Coming to the green and white checkered flag at the end of this lap. The people we've seen up front, same as it has been. Future. Then I got to see Thorson down on the bottom there. Not sure who is leading the bottom line right now. If I had the pylon on the side, I could tell, but I'm waiting on the scroll.
That's some
Looks
good
like the
3 wide
number
action right here for this
38.
stage. These guys are going crazy for this stage, Michael.
Yeah, 3 wide, 15 guys in the cluster. Let's see if they can get woed down when the yellow comes out and not cause any problems. Boom.
Get to the stage win right there.
That's it. Oh, I knew it.
Oh.
I knew it. I knew it. They can't get off the gas and not wreck. Oh, I just knew that was coming out. It is a shame for several people right there. Just the yellow coming out. Somebody checks up too soon and boom, you're in it. That's a shame for a couple guys right there.
Yeah, it looked like this incident starts with a bad push from the 32 machine into the 5 right there. You're exactly right, Michael. He just did not slow down when the caution had come out, ran right into the back of this 5 truck, as we're going to see right here.
Yeah, right. I mean, we got the caution coming. Everyone knows it. But if you lift a little bit sooner than the next man, boom, then there we are. He's trying to avoid it without slowing down, which I don't get. But
yeah, it gives him
right
a big push, and yeah.
Such a shame for those 4 guys. I mean, they're right in the mix. But
yeah.
They do have the fast repair.
James Moore is going to get caught up in that. You know, he was actually the truck in front of the 5, but the way they wrecked right there, he was caught his right rear up against the wall pretty good.
Yep. You guys take it away for about 3 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right, Cody. So, 2 cautions here. Well, that was the stage end, but a wreck after the stage end right there. So 2 incidents in this race. How are we feeling about it so far?
Yeah, so with the incidents that keeps reoccurring, as you know, in NASRA, we run a minimum speed rule. So it's very important here at the Super Speedways. The minimum speed for tonight is 61 or 60.182. So if they're unable to keep that time, you do know they are asked to park it, as it just becomes a hazard whenever they're rolling on the track and not able to keep up with a decent speed.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to see right here at the end of the stage, looks like our leader is going to bring us down pit road in that number 38 machine. Got some guys opting to stay out, but most guys coming down pit road right here, got about a handful staying out right there. So got some guys going to come up, probably top up on gas, and maybe get a set of tires right here. Definitely won't hurt for that. And some guys getting some damage repair as well.
All right, gentlemen, I'm back. Sorry about that. Nature calls once in a while, so is what it is. Yeah, here we go. We'll get these pit stops in. We'll get the fast repairs in. We'll get the tires on. It's interesting, Adam. Was it 75% fuel, or did it go to 100% fuel tonight? Because I'm kind of interested on this next run.
Yeah, so it looks like we're at 100% fuel tonight, so we won't have to worry about gas, for that final stage or this next run.
Okay, so that equates to what, about roughly 31 laps, 32 laps?
Looks like we could probably go about 55 laps, so they won't have to worry about gas at all in this race.
55 laps. All right, so we're going to see everybody cycle out here. You got Kuchar, he's still in the front. Thorson's still in the front. The 19 is still in the front. I mean, there's no need for tires at this point. I understand why guys will do it because there are a couple sets available. No need for it at this moment. Haven't seen anybody really getting loose. I actually was enjoying the racing there for a little bit. It was just a shame those guys got caught up as the yellow came out.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in, sorry about that. I'm actually interested in taking a look at if our producer can currently pull up the pit stop or the pit stints. I'm unsure if Kuchar is going to be able to do well with fuel, as he did not pit with everybody else, so maybe he short pitted earlier or something.
Well, I think what he'll do, Cody, is he'll stay out. He'll be fine till the end of stage 2, and then he'll come for fuel, I would believe. That would be what well, that's what I do myself. I'm sure that's probably what he did.
Cody, looks like the top 6 there have all been out for this entire race, have not had a pit stop yet. So still one more stage left to go. Our next stage will end at lap number 20. So we'll have a kind of a shorter stint.
So we're going to have about 7-lap stage here before we go 30 laps to the end. So several strategies here. They're going to keep their track position. That's what they're worried about right now. the ones that pitted behind, see, they may have pitted now so they can flip the track position at the beginning of stage 3, which to me is a smart play if you haven't been running in the front all night.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys. So we saw stage 1, saw some aggression, saw a couple of incidents. Stage 2 coming up, we're gonna see these guys clean it up a little bit.
I think they'll clean it up. What I saw was they had cleaned it up. It was nice. The racing was good. They're going for the end of the stage. Got a little mishap with timing on who lifted after yellow, but the racing looked really stable to me. This is one of the first ones we've broadcast where guys are starting to get used to each other. Guys are getting used to racing around each other. I expect this to be pretty good. I think this will be double wide all 7 laps, and I think we'll be fine. I do. I really do. For the first time, I'm going to say that. I think we'll be fine to the end of stage 2.
Yeah, Cody, I think tonight, it's been kind of to Michael's point, under green flag conditions, so it's been mostly clean compared to our last couple of weeks.
I'm sorry, Adam, can you repeat that? I was listening to the track reporting that was going on.
I'm just talking about how this race has been under green flag conditions, has been cleaner significantly compared to our past 2 or 3 races. Past 2 or 3 races, we've had a lot of incidents.
Oh yeah, for sure. Generally, I've been just watching from the side since I generally work on today, but I got off a little bit earlier, so I made it home in time for the race. So hopefully we'll see. So far, it looks not too bad. We had some incidents. I wonder how many fast repairs are gone, even just from the small dings if people didn't uncheck those fast repairs. But who knows how many fast repairs are gone.
Well, that'd be huge if we could figure that out. Who always use fast repairs there, Michael?
Yeah, that's something I'm not privy to at the moment. So, but we're going to have the pace car pull off right now. Everybody, 2 by 2, 2 big trains. And we will see what we get right here. I love that 44 paint scheme. That's a Richard Petty all the way through to me. I'm running 4th on the bottom right there. So we're in the Geico restart zone. Hammer down, foot on the loud pedal, Kutcher out front. Thorson pulling the top line. I want to see these guys get together. And you're going to see a lot of guys move to the bottom. I think there's a big gap left on the bottom right there, Adam.
Yeah, Kutcher got another great restart. That 19, he's going to pretty much abandon Kutcher. He's going to try to go up there and grab that lead on the outside. So 4 cars on the outside, 2 cars at the bottom. Kutcher's going to get swallowed up right here. Thurman in that 9 truck and Stevenson right here in that 19. These guys are going to push together pretty well and get around that 13. Oh, and we see kind of a late block.
Yeah.
Kind of stayed away there.
Yeah, that was a big push from Tyler there, and got the 19 a little squirrely, but he was able to make it to the bottom. Kutcher going to leave him out. Oof, Thorson thumb up to the wall. Aggression again, Adam. That's what we start seeing.
They want this lead for some reason.
Yeah, they are very aggressive early in this stage. We still got tons of laps to go. We're 34 laps, 36 laps from the end here, and these guys want the front, and they don't want anything else.
Yeah, Cody, looks like they're getting a good run on the outside line, and they're able to swamp pretty much the lead by using that outside line. Got some guys up there trying to make it 3 wide, and we see a big push up there for those front 2 on that outside line. Are they going to be?
Yeah, for sure. I'm like sitting here kind of wondering to myself, if you guys that are driving can, if you have the broadcast on in the background, y'all got a lot of laps left. In my personal opinion, 3 wide right now is really not the play. But some people may know some things that I don't. Maybe they run better at the top. Maybe they are able to stay that 3 wide. But at that moment, they got to trust everybody else below them.
Oh, see, Tyler Thurman got a little bit of the wall. And Cody, I don't think they'll listen to you one bit. These guys saying hell with it. I'm laying it out there, which makes for great racing. These guys on the top look really, really organized, really, really stable. And if they stay up there, they're going to go straight to the front.
Hey, what? This guy, they're really nervous right now, but us up here in the booth, this is fun and exciting to watch right here. This is some great racing.
Absolutely. They got the 54 stuck in a sucker hole. I mean, Kutcher going straight to the front. but he's going to abandon that top line before his pusher got through. Oh my God, the 41 makes it in there. That was some outstanding racing. Oh, now he's lost it. Big one. Big one.
Man, so I was listening to the in-race audio, and what it sounds like is that Kuchar was actually getting support from the 41. 41 was pushing, and then right when they were clear, he yelled to drop down to the middle. But it kind of looked like the 53 just wasn't having it. He just continued to push as hard as he can, and you don't push the pusher, because that gets things all sideways.
100%. That's what I saw. He jammed his way in there, but got himself a little loose, and away he went, to say the least.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. That was some great racing right there. A lot more than one of those trucks.
I think all these guys have the possibility of great racing. It's the aggression level of what I've seen for 5 weeks is unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable. I mean, okay, we got 3 wide, 4 deep. It looks great, but it always ends up with something like this.
Yeah, I'm catching that this was the end of stage 2, so it looks like Kenneth Stamper is going to walk away with the stage 2 win as well.
All right, so Kenneth Stamper now having a good night, picking up some stage wins here. Kind of looking at some of these trucks, seeing if these guys are going to come down pit road and go ahead and take their faster pair. I still think Zach Hartwick is back there, Michael. He is still saving that faster pair. He got caught up in that wreck as well, but, he's still got his faster pair, I think. So it's going to be kind of interesting to watch how his race goes on from here.
Yeah, for sure, Adam. I would say, how many people do you think that are still rolling around with probably a little bit of dinged up damage? Do you bank on that last minute caution to get that faster pair going, to get your truck basically to brand new, like an extra truck was rolled off the trailer?
I mean, that's always the question you ask yourself as a driver, and it's always the big risk. Is you are sitting here at the end of stage 2 now. There's not going to be any more stages in this race, but it's like, do I take my faster pair now, or do I save it and hope a caution comes out? But then I've been myself in that same situation where I said, okay, I'm going to save it, but a caution never comes out. So you can kind of hurt yourself, but it's very rewarding if it works out in your favor.
I'm going to tell you this much, fellas. I'm going to save mine if I can keep with the draft. There's not even going to be a question of more cautions. I'm going to save it. Probably the last 15 laps. Somewhere, if we go green, that you can jump in the pit, get your faster pair as you're getting your service done, or there's going to be a caution somewhere around 15 to go. That's just my opinion.
Now, with the way these guys are racing, I think we'll probably have maybe a couple cautions in this final stage. I don't think Zach would be hurting himself too much if he just waited just a little bit longer, take that faster pair.
100% agree. It was a shame to see what happened to the 41 right there, because those guys looked really stable on the top. I think if they'd have just kept rolling up there, they may have just drove away.
Yeah, for sure, guys. I want to point out that it currently looks like our leader, I don't know if he's used his faster pair. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. But Donahue Ellis, the third, currently has a lot of front-end damage. So who knows if he's actually on the lead lap, or if he's used his faster pair, or if he hasn't used it. Maybe he's saving it. I wonder if he could keep enough draft on this next restart.
On the screen, you see the number 2 just smoking, so he's going to have to come in. He's going to have to get damage repair one way or another, because he's not going to be able to do anything.
Darius Williamson, Michael, we saw him last week. He ended up wrecking out of last week's race, and here he is again this week. Got a little bit of smoke pouring out of that machine.
Kind of crab walking a little.
Yeah, we saw him have put a really good run together a couple weeks ago, but this one's going to be a little harder to get through if he doesn't have that faster pair left. That smoke is not a good sign.
Going to pay attention to him right here as he pulls down pit road.
Let's see what Darius does. If this thing comes out shiny and pretty, we know he's got the fast repair. If it sits, he might go a lap down. Might go a couple laps down.
And he is going to get the fast repair.
Is he getting the fast repair, or is he just getting the tires?
He got the fast repair there. That truck stopped smoking, so he's got his reset used up, and he's going to get back out on the racetrack and be ready to go.
All right, so Darius is going to be good, not lose a lap there. So this is what I was talking about before. Everybody that pitted before, they're going to flip the field. They're going to be in the front now. Now they're going to have to not probably just drop right out. They're going to have to race now. So we'll see if these guys can hold the line, keep it nice and straight, make some pretty racing.
So for those of us watching, if y'all are interested in the NASRA Racing League, you can follow us on Facebook at NASRA Racing. We're on Twitter at NASRA Racing. We're also on Instagram in the NASRA Racing Series. You can also join our Discords. You can find those links through our social media pages. This is a great league to come race in, and definitely 100% recommended. Probably one of the top tier leagues in iRacing.
That's definitely one of the best for racing, and one of the best with the rules, with everything. I mean, we've taken our time over 2 years to make this as good and real as we can possibly do it. And then, of course, before we go back to green, 213simware.com. Check them out, everybody. Lights are off on the pace car, so we're going to do this quickly, but 213simware.com. Go there. Get you a t-shirt. Get your favorite paint scheme for your favorite car. Put it on there. They'll ship it to you. High quality shirts, fabrics, all of it. Highly recommended from all of us. If you can't find them, look us up at NASRA Racing on Facebook. We'll get you a hold of them. We are going to go to the Geico restart zone. We're going to get a whole new set of players to the front.
On the Hugh Ellis, Michael, we saw him earlier. Kind of looked like he was driving with the controller. We're going to see how he does right here on this restart.
Yep, that's the one we saw. So let's see how it goes. He does not come up to speed. Outside lane coming up to speed a little bit better. They know they got to let it back, so they'll let him get away. Let's see if he can hold this thing straight to the bottom. Certainly looks like he's wiggly.
It's already storming through the field right there. He's on a mission. Look at him come up there on that bottom.
Yeah, we see Thurman on the outside here just absolutely ripping the wall. As these guys, oh my goodness. Oh, that's so tight. Yeah, it's going to lead to something there if they don't spread out. Come on, spotters. Let's get on the radio.
Really aggressive racing with 29 laps to go in this race. That 33, he looked like he was wanting to make a move, and looks like that 5 machine has made his way back to the front after being caught up in that earlier incident.
Yeah, this two truck's going to cause something. Oh, I think it's a 2. I'm not sure. Third in line on the bottom, everybody. Keep an eye. I don't want to call nobody out. I ain't even going to call nobody out.
I believe Donnie Hugh Ellis is just a squirrel looking for a nut, but I see from race control he actually has a black flag for that restart, so we're going to see. He's probably going to come down pit road right here and serve a black flag.
Yeah, he either didn't get up to speed in time.
I believe he jumped it. I believe he jumped it a little bit.
Oh, okay, Adam. That makes all the sense. Oh, boy,
the 2 truck was driving back. Collecting the 41, collects Torrey Thompson. Gonna grab the 54, it's gonna be involved in that.
Yeah, 2 trucks had a lot of issues tonight. Got hung out to the outside lane. I don't know if he let off the gas or the person behind did not see him, but that got ugly quick.
It also sounds like our Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner got involved in that, Kenneth Stamper.
Yeah, it looked like Stamper had got just collected right in. Well, this is what we get when we flip the field. We had all the leaders. They waited to pit. The other guys had pitted before, so you flip the field. Back this up just a little bit, Mr. Flieger. There you go. Perfect. He gets hung out, and he does not look comfortable on that outside line. He's letting off the gas for some reason. And right behind, here comes the truck. Oh, well, never mind. He just got shoved right up into him.
He was coming off pit road right there, Michael. The 2 truck was coming off pit road, went all the way to the high line to let all the leaders by, and just was moving too slow for that pack.
Yeah, 68 just seemed to move the 41 straight up to him. And of course, there's a 54 getting collected. It's unfortunate for all these guys. That was a crazy incident right there.
Yeah, so like the 41 was, he saw that 2 truck real slow, but instead of backing out and getting out of the throttle, he tried to actually move down the racetrack when there was a truck already there. So probably should have backed out of the throttle there and just got back in line, but he tried to go somewhere he couldn't go.
Yeah, it looked like Stamper was just there, and neither one of them had anywhere to go. We'll see it from the gyro cam here. He's just there. You think you're fine, and then you're not. That's Talladega, everybody. Boom. Little bit of contact, and hello, wall. And a 4-story fall to the bottom.
Yeah, definitely sliding down the high banks here at Talladega, 33-degree banking there. It's kind of unfortunate there for us our stage winner for both of our stages tonight.
Yeah, it's really a shame. Hopefully he's got a fast repair lift. If he's been at the front all night, hopefully he can come on back. Cody, I see your pick of Broadfoot up to the 13th position. Just staying patient, moving along. Him, Hartwick, and Morris, they could cause some damage here with Leach.
Yeah, it looks like they probably were caught up early on in that very first caution of the race, and they had to use their fast repair, more than likely is what happened. Either that or they heard us up on the radio, on the broadcast, and they have it up on there, and they heard us tell them to be patient, and that's the goal of Super Speedway sometimes, especially when the money's for winning the race. So who knows what Broadfoot's been doing, but he's looking good. Unsure if he's used his fast repair. We'll find out if there's another caution comes out and if he's involved in it. I would like to state out, though, that Torrey Thompson was involved in that last one. It doesn't look like he has any front-end damage, but who knows? I did see him get drilled really, really hard in that end. It actually looks like he's probably used his fast repair. So what is your guys' thoughts on that, using his fast repair early on without any front-end damage?
What I'm seeing, Cody, is I still see a little damage on the rear of that truck. So I don't know if he used that fast repair right there. I'm not real sure, but he's got a little bit of rear end damage. Shouldn't affect him too much in the draft, so I would expect him to be okay.
Yeah, guys, I was just checking out to see if he had already been involved in an earlier incident, but he has not, so he's definitely gone ahead and, well, actually, I take that back. He was involved in an earlier incident, but it did not look like he did take his fast repair, so he has already used his one fast repair for this race.
All right, so that would make sense with the rear end damage now. He just didn't have it to take, didn't want to go lap down. I don't think that's going to affect him that much. It didn't look terrible. The front end, of course, here at Talladega, if you get the front end damage is where you're really in bad shape, but otherwise he should be okay. That's what we can hope.
Do kind of a quick field rundown here. We got Matthew Kocher, who's kind of been out front here for this final stage so far. We got Jake Henry is going to be in position number 2 in that 5 truck. Jacob Stevenson will be in 3rd position. Dennis Fulcher, we've seen his name in these recruitment races over the last couple weeks. He sits there, rides in 4th. Matt Layton rounds out the top 5 with Tyler Thurman, Chevelle Presley, Sean Corbett, William Salamone, Huck Wigginton, all these guys up there rounding out that top 10.
Yeah, it's the same players we saw early. They're starting to come back to the front. I like the play from the leader right now. He's been up front all day. So I would expect that he's going to stay there the rest of the way. Coach seems to have a feel for here, and he's finding the right partner so far. We've seen the 19 up front all day. I don't know if we're getting a little side drafting into the pace car here, but this 13 truck has just looked fantastic all night long.
Yeah,
Doing a little
looks
side
like a little bit of banter going on between these top two guys over the radio as well. So they're having a little bit of fun out there. Those two guys seem to be working together. We'll
Yeah,
see
they
if they
seem
can
to
work
be.
together right here.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty friendly so far. So let's see if one will let the other in front and try to push each other. Little teammate move. I don't know what the 33 is doing. He needs to tighten it up. He's going to try to jump him, I think, is what he's going to try to do. And, of course, that's against the rules here in NASRA. There we go. We tighten him up. Coach, you're in the 13. Let's see if he can get away and drag that bottom line with him. Green flag in the air.
Gonna watch that restart right there. Seems like Coacher has been jumping as soon as he gets to the restart zone. I was gonna see if anybody caught on to that yet, and looked like that 5 truck had. So he got a really good restart along with Coacher right there. As we fly through the digger cam right here.
That really looked like they had a little team communication almost. Real good restart. So we see Coacher, and then we see the 5 truck, the 33. They're all going to get in line. This is the play right now. Now, I know y'all don't want to be bored with the race, but this is the play from the drivers. Let's knock some laps down, get in position, go from there. I'm going to say that's not going to be the way it works.
A little disappointed if it did work that way, Michael.
I'll be quite disappointed if it didn't. It's supposed to work that way. So let's see what the top line will do. We see it separate a little bit. We see Thurman come right back down to the bottom. He has been at the front of almost every one of these super speedways, so he knows what's up, knows how to do this. This getting 3 wide is not going to work for anyone on the top. So if Stevenson can pull them around here, if we can get them all lined up, they'll have the momentum off the corners, but we got to get them lined up.
Yeah,
let's see Thurman.
Yeah, Tyler Thurman jumped up right there to that outside line. He wants to get up there and lead that to 33. Almost thought about getting up there.
Yeah, 33 a little late. Hesitated just a bit. That'll make Thurman check up. Let the bottom line get away. But if these guys on the outside will commit and stay with each other, they'll reel them back in short order. They just got to commit. They got to stay right there and commit. Love the line, Coach. I mean, he is just painting that yellow line on the bottom, lap after lap, giving the guys a chance to push him. They don't have to guess where he's going to be. Just love the way he's getting it done right now.
Yeah, top 3 breakaway there, Cody. You know, what are you seeing out here? Kind of 22 laps to go. These guys trying to calm it down maybe just a little bit?
I don't know about that. I'm looking up at the 38, Kenneth Stamper. He used his faster priority, and he's looks like he's trying to push it 3 wide, trying to make his way back up to the front. We still have a lot of time left in this race. I don't know if that's the option without that faster pair available to use if you get caught up in another incident.
Yeah, he's going to get shuffled right here to the back. Probably a good move. Get to there, get with the draft. If these people on the top will commit, they will reel them in, but they're going to have to tighten up their line a little bit. And at some point, I'm just going to take a guess here. I watch a lot of these races. That 33 truck, not really able to stay right to the bumper of the second truck. Somebody's going to shuffle him here in a little bit.
Now, Michael, there we go.
Never mind, he's going to cause the wreck.
Oh, Zach Hartwick gets back involved. James Morris. I was just about to talk about those guys back there.
I just hate when I can predict it, but you could just see it.
Yeah.
You could just see it.
Like that may have been a don't push the pusher situation right
Yeah,
there.
I'm hearing that on the radio as well right now. Jake Henry's calling out, don't push the pusher.
Yeah, that was 100%. You could see it. He's a little up, little down. Is this Torrey Thompson? Yeah, poor Torrey. He got caught in the he's crab walking really bad.
Yeah,
now he's got to use that fast repair. Now he's got to use that fast repair if he has it.
I was just about to mention, Michael, you know, I was kind of paying attention. There was a little bitty second pack that was kind of forming that looked like they were laying back from the lead pack. Zach Hartwick was leading that pack along with James Morris, and I was about to make a comment about them. Then the wreck happened, and both of them got collected in it. So all that work of hanging back for nothing. I know Zach and James have already used their fast repairs. that might be the end of
Just a
their race.
shame. Just a shame. Couple teammates trying to do the right thing and get collected. I mean, it's just chaos. Chaos. I don't like calling out anybody. Like I said, I'm not calling out anybody's name, but you could see the 33 was having trouble keeping up with the top two, in and out, and that does not work in the pack. Then you got to run and
Unfortunate incident right there. Took out a lot of good guys, in this race. So we're getting, getting towards the end of this thing. Currently 20 laps to go under caution here now. So, got some guys up here that are still going to try to put this race together. So we're going to see how this is going to go. Man, just kind of really unfortunate there. If these guys can keep it clean, this will be a really great race, I think, between all these guys. If they can just keep the cars and the trucks on the track.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, we have very many fast guys in the field. It's just those little movements on these super speedways, and we've watched it over and over and over the last 3 or 4 weeks. They just, if you touch somebody in the wrong corner, I mean, you're just gone. They're not giving each other enough space. That aggressive pushing's for the last 2 laps. The other is for keeping your position, right? I mean, let's just stay in touch, but let's quit hitting people.
Absolutely. So, what other news is going on in the NASCAR world there, Michael? Let's talk about Ross Chastain and Cody. Your thoughts as well on this. Ross Chastain uses the wall in turns 3 and 4 at Martinsville to go from 10th to 5th and advance his way and eliminate Denny Hamlin and put himself in the championship 4. Thoughts on that?
Well, it seemed like Cody's away, but here's my thought on it. My favorite stat of the week. Ross Chastain ran a 18.83 lap at 100 miles an hour. That is a NASCAR Cup Series track record. It was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. I hope they don't legislate it. It took a wheelbarrow of cojones to do it. And I was thoroughly impressed and entertained by it. I don't even know what else to say about it. That was an unbelievable move.
Yep. It's gotten a lot of controversy from drivers, from fans. That rule was totally in the rule book, and I don't really see, NASCAR's talking about, well, we'll look at a rule change over the offseason, but nothing to change this week before the championship finale. I don't see anything wrong with that move. I think that move was perfectly legal, and in my opinion, NASCAR has created that, and that is really what they want to see out of this championship format, and that's exactly what they got. A lot of entertainment right there.
So, to weigh in on a little bit, because I stepped away for a second. So I probably watched the clip probably like about 100 times now. Pretty mind blown on it. We all know it's a video game move. It's something you do here in iRacing sometimes. And I would say the only way I could see NASCAR weighing in on it is for safety factor. Because as you guys know, he went wide open just to make that final move to pass 5 guys. To make it into the final 4. So I can only see them weighing in on in terms of it was a very unsafe maneuver, as it could cause a lot of injury if it didn't go as successful as it did. So that's the only way I could see them weighing in on it to make it outlawed from being able to happen again.
Well, my favorite thing of the week was Kyle Larson saying it was an embarrassing move. Now, if I recall 2 years ago, Kyle Larson put his car straight on the wall at Darlington and tried the exact same thing. Scrubbed off too much speed, did not work. Carl Edwards always tried it at Kansas as well. So I don't want to hear Larson being hypocritical because he did the same exact thing at Darlington. It just didn't happen to work.
Yeah, to Cody's point there, the big discussion in NASCAR right now is the safety issue. And with safety being a huge topic, there's definitely a thin line there. You can go either way on that argument. But definitely, that move was definitely exciting, to watch and exciting for really the sport. That move has gone viral across a lot of social media, really kind of drawing attention to Ross Chastain himself.
100%. And fellas, I want you to notice who is now second in line on the top line. We've called him out a lot today. But Connor Leach, right there again, man. So let's see if he can push the 72, get up to Kuchar, get around him. That's what I'm expecting him going to try to do right now. Flag man,
I was running through the thing a little bit ago. Broadfoot actually has quite a bit of left front damage from that incident. It looked like he almost avoided it, but was locked up on the binders and was unable to stop him from running into the side of somebody.
Okay, we got
Really
a little controversy right here.
Yeah, that may have been a black flag. That may be a black flag going to the 13 truck for changing lanes before the line right there.
100%. That's what I was getting ready to bring up. He took off, went straight to the top. Cannot do that until the start-finish line. So we'll see what happens with that. See Leach along with the 72 truck. I can't tell exactly who the 72 is right now. Going to the front. This is what we expected all night out of Connor Leach. He's been in several of these races. So Matt Layton up front, and his truck looks fantastically stable. So these two guys might be able to really put something together. We'll see what Kuchar does right behind. Still waiting to hear a confirmation whether that was a black flag or not.
I'm still waiting on a call from race control right there. Looked like, he's still sitting there right on the line in third place, so this is going to be real interesting. Now there's a black flag to the 13 as we see.
Yep. Going straight high, try to get out of everybody's way, and then he'll try to make his way back down. But that was a very obvious change of lanes. We all saw it, so shouldn't be a lot of controversy there, but it was an obvious move. So 16 to go. Layton, Leach, Stevenson, Salomon, Henry, Bazinez are all up front. Top, bottom.
For the 13 truck here, he's going to have to serve this penalty, but I don't think it's going to hurt him too much. It might actually take him out of some of this field of racing. He might be okay if he gets a caution right here.
Yeah, as long as he can get in and out, not lose a lap. I mean, he's going to pray for a caution at this point, but that was an obvious move. There's nothing he's going to be able to argue about. It was very obvious.
Oh, and there's this caution up front. The 19 goes around. Oh, man.
Oh. There's Layton involved, the 44 involved. That is unfortunate. I'll have to get a replay of that. Of course, we were watching the pass-through at the time.
Like a push. The 19 got a push from second place, the number 72.
Yeah, here we'll see it. This
Going down
trioval
into
right
turn
here.
number one.
Yeah, everybody thinks this is straight coming in there, but it's not.
Oh, that
Let's see
trial
what
was
happens.
hard to get to, especially when you're the bottom truck on the inside. It's kind of coming towards the exit of the trial. It's a huge bump there. Let's see what happens right here. 19 looks like he's going to come down, try to get in front of the 72, and
Oh, he hesitated.
yeah,
Hesitated and let the bottom line come.
yeah.
Well,
Cody,
now this gets interesting.
if you're going to make those moves, you got to be sure to make them and stick with them. You can't hesitate going these high speeds.
Yeah, for sure. It actually looks like Kuchar got caught up in that accident too. Looks like he kind of just got slammed up towards the wall. I don't really know if it was much of front end damage. No, that's going to have some heavy front end damage. But I don't see other front runners that have been up there all night like Stamper. And then this is actually going to play out for our man right here that changed lanes and got black flagged. So we'll see how it works out for him.
Yeah, Cody, that was a
Yeah,
different truck that got switched up in the wall right there. Michael Kuchar was the one serving the black flag.
Oh, my apologies, yes. So it looks like the 38 is still running too, though, as well. He is on the track currently on the backstretch.
I mean, that was just a pass-through penalty, correct? So Kuchar won't go a lap down. He may cycle to the lead right here by the time all these leaders make a pit stop.
I'm gonna be curious to see what happens to him right here. So, well, kind of what I said right before then. That black flag may have actually saved him.
Yeah, I mean, that that is about the most fortunate break he could possibly get right there. And of course, we know him. I mean, he's got a strong truck. So he gets back to the front, he's going to be just fine, I believe.
Yeah, my bad. It looks like I was mixing up my drivers. I was talking about Connor Leach, your pick there, Michael. It actually looked like he got caught up in that quite a bit. So we'll see how much damage this affects him to see if he's going to be able to keep in this race.
Well, that truck looks to me like it got a fast repair, so I think he's going to be just fine. But he got caught in it hard.
On Matthew Kocher, he didn't cycle around to the lead, Michael, but he cycled around to 4th, and Connor Leach is going to come out right behind him in 5th. So both of those drivers in the top 5 now.
Yeah, they're going to be a potent duo coming to the front. They both obviously know what they're doing here. We know Connor does, but Kocher looks really, really strong as well.
Looking at time and scoring, it actually looks like it's cycling my pick, Brendan Broadford, up to 2nd. So I'm not sure if we have a car that's a lap down sitting in between them, which is Connor Leach. But on timing scoring, it shows Broadfoot is 2nd and Huck Wigington is 3rd.
Yeah, how about Huck working his way up there? Haven't heard a thing out of him all night, which is normal. He likes to hang back, everybody. But he usually shows up at the end of these Super Speedway races.
Yeah, looks like he's still got he's got a little bit of front end damage right there on that 00 Lucky Strike machine. So Huck Wigington out of Bellevue, Tennessee. You can catch him racing Friday nights in the NASRA Triple M Pull and Truck Series. A little bit of damage.
Hey Huck, I know you're listening to it right now. You're welcome on the chrome, buddy. You're welcome. That thing looks great.
See, maybe we can get Huck up in the booth. What do you think, Michael?
I'll talk to him. See if you can bring him up here.
Huck Wigington, this is Adam Neward up in the NASRA 360 booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, Huck, this is Mike. First of all, love the truck, dude. Second of all, you're welcome for the you're welcome for the chrome. Now,
Right.
all right, you made it up here. You got a little front end damage, a little rear end damage. Are you good in the draft? Or are you going to be able to make a move from where you're at?
I'm pretty good in it. We're going to see. I haven't really got enough laps in the draft yet to kind of judge what I got or don't have. Everything keeps throwing up yellers.
No,
But
I understood.
I do have a fast repair still.
Okay, so you still have it, but you got a little front end damage. Let's see if you can pull the line. But I do love the truck. You said you'd run it tonight, so I do love it.
I ran it just for you.
Well, my goodness, I feel good about it. I didn't know he was going to chrome it. It looks fantastic, man.
I used the MIP you sent me.
Yeah, looks great. So
All right,
let's see what you got. Let's see what you got up here, bud.
Thanks for joining us.
All right.
You got an ace in the hole there with that fast repair.
He's obviously concentrating, boys. I think he's a little nervous there.
Yeah, being up
Where you
front
going?
with that truck. He sounded excited though. He kind of sounded excited that still has a fast repair left in that truck. Yeah, well, we'll get this restart right here, Michael. It's going to be 11 laps to go.
Yeah, 11 laps to go. He's going to start on the outside with Kuchar right behind him. So we know he's got a pusher. I'm excited. I want to see what Huck's got right here. He's one of the guys that we pull for every week. He brings so much to the league. So let's see what he's got. I don't know if that front end damage is going to be in the exact spot he wants it to be, but he needs to tighten her up here, Huck. Five truck on the bottom, 7. Huck on the outside with Kuchar. Connor Leach, 3rd on the bottom. Through the Geico restart zone. We'll see what happens.
Green flag, green flag.
Huck hanging back just a bit. Probably a good move. That way he can keep Kuchar riding on his rear end as he goes to try to catch the leader.
Yeah, I kind of gave Hook a good run going off into turn number 1 here, but looks like Coacher is going to stay with the 00 right there, trying to push him past the 5 of Jake Henry. Man, I don't know about that Tennessee orange truck coming up there.
Oh, I love it. I'm going to give him 7 over to Dogs this week.
Oh, man. We're going to have to get a new host up here in this booth, Cody.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pushing for Bradford though, so let's see how he goes. I'm honestly, I'm not favoring much better. I'm a Stanford Cardinals fan because I live here in California. So.
Hey, at least it's not Berkeley, man. So that's good. All right, Huck not doing too bad with his nose damage, but you can see he doesn't have the momentum. Connor Leach trying to push him for all he's got. Kuchar on the outside line.
He
I
bought
love
3
that
by
Tennessee
3.
truck.
It's got him interested back there.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. That's not Leach. That's Leach on the bottom with the Tennessee truck.
Now we call him that Tennessee truck, but that is Cody's pick. Brandon Broadfoot has made his way to the front right here.
So Brandon Broadfoot all the way to the front. Connor Leach pushing. Then we got Tyler Thorson right behind. These are guys we're used to seeing at the front. Huck does not quite seem to have the speed with that front end damage on that outside line.
We got about 13 trucks in this lead pack. As we come off turn number 4, it's going to be 9 to go when we get to this line right here.
Then
we go see Connor Leach.
Outside. Stay with him, Huck. Stay with him.
He's going to get set up in the middle.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like
Who
Kenneth
was that up
Stamper.
in the middle?
That's Kenneth Stamper right up the middle, and that used his fast repair. He's been waiting. He won stage 1 and stage 2. Let's see what we're looking like towards this as we come closer to getting to the end of this race.
Oh, the block is going to be a block! Kenneth Stamper with the late block, the 7. Just a lot of aggressive moves going on right there. Oh.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate deal. Broadfoot into Stamper. That was, well, this may work out for Huck, right? He's going to come in and get his fast repair, but that was a really unfortunate. Those guys they're fast together.
See Huck on the track there. He's going to have to get that fast repair now.
Yeah, if he can make it around, he won't lose a lap.
And let's see if he can make it around so he doesn't have to take that tow, because y'all know the tow is 2.5 minutes, and then your fast repair goes into effect.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. If he can make it, it'd be all right.
He's cruising about 80 right now, so I think he's coming off turn 4 now. He should be okay. Let's go back and see that replay, with the 38 and the 7 there going down the back straightaway.
Yeah, we'll wait to see that. We saw Broadfoot make a move to the middle. I don't know if he just decommitted from it or if somebody come down. It was just unfortunate. Let's just back that up a little bit, Adam. Here we go. You see the 7 right there on the bottom. Two
Right,
trucks
the 7.
kind of moving.
Maybe he felt like the 38 was going to go more to that middle and he was going to follow him, and then he just had already committed and was going, and the 38 was moving up. He had already gotten there quicker than the 38 did.
I think that's 100%, Adam. It looked like the 38 was going to go with him and then kind of decided not to. And then, bang, that's what we get.
See, yeah, this
Super Speedway Racing.
both of those trucks I thought were good trucks to be right there fighting for it here at the end.
Looks like Torrey Thompson was involved in that one again, so I'm judging, and he probably used his fast repair already, so he's probably out of that fast repair, and he's probably got significant front-end damage now.
Yeah, he's been in about 3 incidents, so I'm going to assume it's messed up. All right, once again, fans, 213simware.com. Go there today. If you have a real race team, if you have a sim race team, doesn't matter. Send them your pictures, send them your car, send them your number, whatever you want to put on a t-shirt. They can get you took care of on time, quick delivery, good product. 213simware.com. If you can't find them on the internet, go to NASRA Racing on Facebook. We will hook you up. Send us a message. We'll get you hooked up at 213simware.com.
Absolutely checking out Huck Wigginton. He was able to get that fast repair. He's catching back up to the field now. He's got a brand new race truck out there. Connor Leach is now out front. That's my pick for this race. He's, getting it done out front. So, see who else we got. Tyler Thurman in second, Randy Schweitzer third, Matt Layton fourth, and William Solomon in the fifth position.
Tyler Thurman again, right? That's who we're saying. These two guys are up front every single time. These guys know what they're doing, so I'll be interested if they want to team up, because they're gonna start out split up. So we'll just have to see what they want to do.
Yeah, I see Connor Leach sitting in our waiting room. Let's bring him up here and talk to him up here. Connor Leach, Adam Newbert up here in the NASRA 360 booth. You got a copy?
Yes. What's going on?
Connor, we see you out front here. Coming to the line, you're going to have about probably 5 laps to go when you get the green flag. How you feeling about the truck and your chances here tonight?
Feeling good about the truck. Fast repair. Got in. That was the only one I got. Well, from here, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it for track.
Well, so it looks like you've used it up, and now you got just a little bit of front end damage. Maybe it won't slow you down too bad. You got some guys that have been real aggressive behind you, but you were my pick for this race, so you gotta win this one for me and prove to these other announcers up here that I can make good picks.
Yeah, and I'll try my best.
I'll tell you what, Connor.
Someone picked me. I was like, oh shit, gotta win.
I'll tell you what, Connor. This is Mike. I was gonna pick you, but Adam took you, so I didn't get a choice. We see you and Tyler Thurman every week up front. Are you guys going to hook up here, try to get something done? I mean, you can trust him. He seems to be a good pusher. So, are you guys in communication right now, or are you just going to do what you got to do?
I'm not in communication with anyone. I'm still looking for a teammate, but hopefully, if Tyler's listening, I'll work with him. I'll take whatever I can get if I got to push it together. He's listening.
There you go, Tyler. Hope you're listening, man. You guys get in line. I think you could drive away. Best of luck, Connor. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Hear from some of those perspectives from the drivers right here in these closing laps.
Yeah, good to hear from Connor there. We've talked to him several times. He's just a great guy to talk to. I want to know who's in line here. I can't see the pylon right now, so let's see what we got. We know we got Leach, and we know we got Thurman. Who can get the best guy to give him a push? Going to have around 5 laps to go. This isn't the point you want to jump out to a big lead because somebody's going to come get you. So it's going to get real interesting.
So looking at this, it looks like we actually only have 11 guys actually still remaining on track with this whole group. Several drivers with significant damage. So we'll see who can stick up at the front and run for that race win and who can't.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. If Connor can get away quick through the restart, then you might see Thurman drop right in behind him. We'll see if anybody else behind can time it up. That's kind of the move I'm looking for. And you see Layton making his way right back up there to the outside lane. Also with a very fast truck. Back to the restart zone they come. Let's see if Connor jumps out and Thurman jumps down. That's the move I'm looking for. Exactly the way I thought it would play. Now these two guys are going to just put it on each other. They're always in the front. So let's see if they don't get a bad push here. We'll see what can happen toward the end. 6 laps to go.
Connor Leach, great jump out here again. Maybe got a little help from Tyler Thurman right there. Maybe they were able to hook up.
Yeah, maybe they were listening to the broadcast. That could be. We see a 78 truck there in third. These guys got to stay in line. They can't be moving up and down. They need to stay in line. As not to surprise anybody. The top lane will come at some point if they get enough help. But if it's only 2, I don't think they can get there.
I see some guys back here that are still in this thing. Huck Wigginton's got his fast repair. Looks like James Morris with a little bit of damage. His teammate behind him trying to help him out. Maybe he's going to try to make a move right there at the tail end of this field. We got 8 drivers right here duking it out for this win.
I see Huck move his way up to the outside lane. I like it. That's the line I want to be in. But you got to have the numbers. 3 on 4 on the outside might work. Looks like Layton's going to push his way to the front. Let's see if he drops down or if he wants to stay committed up there. Both of them going to drop down. Big push. Big push. Great push right there. Is anybody going to go with Wigginton? That's the key. Will they stay on the bottom for the next 6, or will somebody go up, try to cut in front of Wigginton to go to the front?
Layton dominating this inside line right here. Huck all out there kind of by himself. See Connor Leach poking out there. He's going to try to get a little bit of help on that outside. Try to go for this thing right here.
Yeah, Leach, Tyler, all going to the top. Layton pushing them all up to the wall. Going to break the momentum.
I have to apologize, guys. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties with our timing and scoring up top. We are actually at 3 laps to go, and we are under green flag, and we got an incident here.
Motion, yellow flag.
Matt Layton
Wow, what
involved.
caused it? That a bad push, or was that another hook? I'm sorry. We didn't see the timing of scoring correctly.
James Morris and Matt Layton there. See what happened right here on this restart. Maybe it looked like a bad push. Maybe he sent him down to that into James Morris down there on the inside.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a push or if it was a side draft gone wrong. Could be a push because he just drifted straight into Morris.
I believe it was a push from that 9 that sent him down into Morris. And so the 9 of Tyler Thurman able to kind of squeak by right there. Huck Wigginton getting a little bit of right rear contact. You saw his truck get sideways after the contact, but able to keep it off the wall, so maybe his truck is still going to be okay. This is going to leave about 6 trucks left in this race.
So as you guys are seeing on that last one, we were coming out of 1 and 2. You saw Layton cut in front of Thurman, kind of tried to steal a little bit of momentum, kind of got into him. Do you think that was a little bit of a payback, and it just kind of was an overdone payback and just caused an entire wreck?
Well, if it was a payback, it certainly wasn't, too good of a payback, considering he was involved there.
Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. I don't think it was a payback situation. I think it was a little bit of a bad push, a little bit of, hey, I'm on a side draft, and all of those things come together at the same time, and that's how quickly it goes away here. It's just instantaneously, you're gone.
That's going to set up our first green-white checkered. We've got 2 attempts at a green-white checkered in this race. If we can't get it done on the first one, we'll try again on the second one. And then the next flag will end the race after that.
And guys, my scoring's down a little bit. How many do we have left? We had 11. How many do we have left?
I'm looking at just,
7. Looks like we have 7 left. But I do know, watching on that last restart, Brandon Broadfoot has significant damage and will not be able to keep up with that pack. He lost pace really, really quickly on last restart.
Appreciate that, Cody. There's certain things I can't see, everybody, and I got to rely on my other boys. So right now we get to 34 Hopkins.
Yeah, it looks like our
Schweitzer, I think that's where we're at.
Yeah, it looks like time and scoring's been fixed up there. So you'll see from Morris on back, looks like everybody's either on pit road or out of this race, and then from 8th place on front, with the exception of maybe Brandon Broadfoot here having all that damage that Cody mentioned. I think they're going to have about 7 trucks probably in competition here.
I will say, though, looking at this right now, it looks like Connor Leach actually had a fast repair up his sleeve. So if you look at it, that truck is fresh, like a brand new truck off the trailer.
So Connor might be playing a little strategy there.
I'm seeing a little bit of front end damage on that truck, Cody. You know,
I thought he used it on the last
to us in the interview there that he had already used his fast repair.
Yeah, maybe it looks really clean though for a truck that has a little bit of front end damage. So maybe he's just been doing his best job with staying out of these incidents as much as possible.
Yeah, it looks clean enough. I don't think he's going to be hurt too bad. We'll just see if he's able to make his way through. We know he's fast.
So the 43 right there in front of him, Freddie Bazinez, he's going to have a little bit of damage as the pace car is pulling off right here. We're fixing to come to the green flag, Michael.
All right. Green, white, checkers. That means we're going to go 2 laps. If we can make it to the white flag, it's official. If we don't, we'll try it again. Into the Geico restart zone they come, and loud pedal is out.
Sean Hopkins got a great jump right there on that inside line. The 30 of William Salamone going to follow him behind him, but Randy Schweitzer is going to get a push from that 9 of Tyler Thurman on that outside. Going to probably have a good run off turn number 2 as those 2 on the inside just now getting hooked up.
I'm looking for Leach. He's going to lay back, and I think he's going to come hard like just a monster here in just a second. Here he comes.
Huck Wigginton right behind him. Trying to figure out where he can go.
He goes high right now. Okay, so you're going to have Thurman, Leach. Go to the outside.
You see them getting hooked up on the outside. They're going to try to shoot to the outside.
Yeah. Big block by 78. Okay, so we're hooked up. They're going to have to move him.
Got Huck up to third now. He's going to be clear to push his 30 on the inside. Which truck's he going to go with? He's going to have to go with the 30. The 78 moves to his outside. White flag.
Gotta stay. White flag is in here. This will be official. This is the last lap.
Big right from that 78 on the outside.
78 looking good on the top line. 30 on the bottom with Huck. 34 in the sucker hole. We'll see what Connor Leach has got to say about this. These 3 on the outside are going to have huge momentum down the back.
Let's wait and see if Thurman steps out right now trying to run for that lead.
Yeah, can Randy Schweitzer hold off Tyler Thurman and Connor Leach on this outside?
Leach, all of them trying to get to the bottom.
Sean Hopkins, now he's going to go up and push that Tyler Thurman right there.
Thurman with a huge block. He's going to have all the momentum coming to the line. This is going to be interesting, everybody. We're wiggling, we're wrecking, and Thurman spinning. Boom. Was that Leach or was that Salamone?
It looks like the 30 came away with it.
Oh, what a shame for those guys. Great finish, but what a shame for those guys. That was quite a race to the end. My goodness.
Quiet all night. Quiet all night. It looks like William Solomon came out with the win.
He was 5th coming through the trial right there. He was in 5th.
All right. He went to the bottom. Did he get above the bottom before he advanced? Yep. He did. Avoid the wreck. Drive through. Oh, so close.
Huck Wigginton looks like he's going to come across the line sideways and come away with a 3rd place finish.
Huck's going to make the money sideways. Look at him go. What a finish. 43 competitors end up with 7. Starting to be the theme of it, right? Looked like the 30 truck going to take the win. Connor Leach going to come in 2nd. Huck Wigginton 3rd. That was quite a finish, guys. What do you think? I really thought the outside had it there. Just a bad push.
I wish I could show y'all the finish between Huck Wigginton and Sean Hopkins. Sean was on 2 wheels coming reversed across the start-finish line. Huck Wigginton was sliding sideways. Both of those 2 tied for the 3rd position, and it's going to go to Huck Wigginton. That's crazy.
All right, Adam, give us the full field rundown if you would, please.
All right. Let's see our Blanchard's Total Repair full field rundown here. William Salamone is going to come away with the win over Connor Leach in a thrilling finish. Huck Wigginton's going to get 3rd with Sean Hopkins 4th. Freddie Bazinez is going to round out the top 5. Tyler Thurman will get 6th. Randy Schweitzer 7th. Brandon Broadfoot 8th. Matt Layton will be the first car that's a lap down. He'll be 4 laps down, finishing in 9th, and James Morris rounding out the top 10. Torrey Thompson 11th. Jake Henry, Matthew Coker Jason Stevenson and Kenneth Stamper round out the top 15. Sean Corbett, Rob Shaw, Chevelle Presley, Zach Hartwick, and Dennis Fulcher, the top 20. Darius Williamson, Dan Fendick, Chase Pennington, Sam Hullman, Robert Amaral round out the top 25 with Tom Wilson, Zachary Doyle, Zach Lear 28th, and Donahue Ellis will be the final truck finishing 29th there that started the race.
All right, Cody, what'd you think of it, bud? Kind of what we expected, right? A lot of chaos, a lot of craziness. That's what we said when it started. Dreams, desire, and destruction. So, what'd you make of the race, bud?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was an exciting finish, as we say. As I said in the beginning of the race, it's going to be that who basically survives to the end. And it looked like Solomon had just had the cleanest truck and was able to just stay patient and knew that they were going to wreck coming to the checkered, like most things do with the Talladega Super Speedway. So good luck and good job for him that he was able to do that. So excited for that finish right there. As we saw, they came across the line. It was nearly a photo finish. He just edged out Connor Leach for that win right there.
That was an exceptional finish.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring up our third place finisher, Michael. You want to talk to Huck Wigginton? Huck Wigginton coming away with a third place finish tonight.
Hey, Huck, looked like the faster pair paid off for you there at the end, man. I know it's not the finish you wanted, but going to get you in the money tonight. So, great effort, man. How'd it go for you?
Yeah, that was pretty fun. The restart, I guess that was the 30 truck in front of me. He might have been damaged, but I was going to try to stay with him through the whole run. And then I just saw, man, that swarm on the outside. So I just went with where I could. I figured they'd stack it up. And my thought was, let me see if I can finish through the wreck.
Yeah, the top lane had super momentum right there. But, yeah, that it was coming down to an unbelievable finish. And then, little chaos, you slide across, and I think you got, I think it was like 3/1000ths of a second into third. But was that your strategy all night? Just keep that faster pair as long as possible, because we've kind of seen how these races work.
Yeah, I keep it in my back pocket. Even if I have damage, if I don't go a lap down, or it's not something that looks like I'll eventually go a lap down to, I'll putter around as well as I can in the draft and save it for that.
10-4, man. Well, I'm going to give you this. Great run, great looking truck. Now, tell us all the people you'd like to thank for your success this evening.
NASRA, of course, Brady, you guys for putting on the broadcast. I really didn't have a sponsor tonight, but Starbase Comics gives me most of my money, and now Murph's season salt's coming on for a couple of seasons too. So that's where I kind of got my money for all this. But yeah, I totally appreciate you guys. You didn't have to do this, and you guys worked real hard at it. So I totally appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it, buddy. I'll be sending you my $20 here in just a little bit. So you enjoy that, man, and we'll catch you later. Have a good night.
Yeah, I thought that was yours. I wasn't going to say anything. Just give it to Brady. Tell him to put it in my account.
You got it, buddy. Appreciate it. Great race tonight, man.
Yep. See you.
All right, Adam, what we got?
All right, Michael, I've caught up with our second place finisher here, Connor Leach. Connor, great finish there at the end. You know, you come away just a little bit shy of that win in second. You just needed a little bit more right there. You kind of come up, almost door slammed the 30 there, got him out of your way. But, you know, what did you think about the finish and how your race went?
Yeah, that was a hell of a finish. After you're talking about Tyler and myself, their voice chat, and we're talking about what we're gonna do on that last restart there. Him coming behind, push, and it's working pretty good. Came around and took better of it. We tried to get back around him, and then kind of got split up at the end. But it was close. I'm glad to still be there at the end, though.
We saw after we talked to you, you know, we kind of were wondering if you were going to go get hooked up with Tyler Thurman there. It looks like y'all did. Y'all almost made it work right there. You know, just a little bit short at the end. Well, I mean, yeah. So great finish there with the 30. Cody, you got any questions for Connor here?
Yeah, hey Connor, this is Cody up here in the booth. So man, looking at this replay on your guys' finish, you were literally just shy of a nose in front of him. Go ahead and walk me through what you were feeling in terms of going into this last restart and with only like 7 guys left on the actual track.
Yeah, so I mean, I knew there was a good chance at getting up to the front. I mean, I was starting in the back. I had, like you said, I heard you guys talk and thought I'd bluffing about using my fast repair, but I had used the fast repair, but I only had just like a few seconds of damage. Came and got rid of that clean truck. Then talked to the 9, got him to come down right behind me, told him when I was going to go. And then we were working pretty good. That outside was going. And then kind of when we were getting a little closer to the like going in the last turn, we got split up. He kind of went high to block the 34 on my end. He was blocking him, so I got to stay down low and try to see if we can get both of us up there. And I pushed the 78, and then I guess a little wobble. I guess Tyler got pushed too hard by the 34. Looks like a bad push. He came down and kind of bumped me and the guy who was leading. And I just stuck it full throttle through the grass, hoping I could keep it going. And then bright yellow truck came whipping side and just out.
Yeah, for sure, Connor. Well, awesome job. Congratulations on your second place. Got yourself some money walking out of here. Go ahead and give a shout out to anyone that makes this happen for you, man.
Oh, man, it's all you guys. Nothing around here. We got Toy Car Creative Car. He's makes us real wicked digital art for sprint cars and all that kind of nonsense. Does a lot of cool art on his computer there. Looks really cool. So a few pro drivers in the World of Outlaws series art for them, sends it off, does his business that way. But other than that, thanks to you guys. Did you say something about money?
What's that, buddy?
Did you say something about money? Because like I'd rather just donate that back to you guys. Like I don't need. I'd rather
You sure now?
No. If I'm gonna put money into a race, I'll try going win it back. But I didn't put no money into this. You guys take.
We had $30 for you tonight, man. If you don't want it, Brady, you'll keep it and put your entries in.
How about this? You give me two entries.
All right, we'll talk to Brady about that. We'll see what he says. I think that'll work out pretty well, honestly.
Yeah, man. I mean, that works for me because I want to stick around with you guys. Wednesday night works out well, and you guys are fun, exciting. What's going to happen?
Sounds great, man. I want to appreciate everything you've done so far just to help us get this going. So, Connor, have a great night, bud. I'll talk to Brady. We'll see what you want to do with it. Otherwise, you're going to get some money here pretty quick. So, enjoy the night, man.
Yeah, thanks for all you guys do, man. That's fun.
Tenfold. Connor Leach, everybody.
All right.
All right.
We've caught up with our race winner here, Will Salamander.
What Salamone?
Yeah, you got it right.
I knew I did, Will. Hey, man, this is Mike up in the booth. What a great finish, right? I'm sure you come off a 4, you're running 5th right there. You don't know what to expect. But when the wreck happened, have you ever had one of those where the seas just parted and you're like, oh, my God, I'm here? It just looked fantastic, man.
Thank you very much. I've had that happen a few times before, but usually end up being in the wreck. But this time I was lucky. I was pushing the 34. And I kind of moved him up a little bit, and I'm sorry about that, but I got under him, and I was just getting freight train on the outside. That line just went right by me, and I just said, I'll hang with them. And when they started wrecking, I was right through it, and I just got it at the line. So it was a pretty dramatic win there for me. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting there. We saw that top lane, like you said, it was just a freight train, just tons of momentum. We saw you have to go below the yellow line. You come back up, seas parted, and there it was. It was just, it it's great to watch a race where a guy is so patient as you were, just took your time, worked your way, got the win. It's got to feel good, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was just biding my time, just trying to keep out of all the wrecks. A couple times I thought I was really close. I actually made contact with some other trucks and I had to go to the pits just to make sure I didn't get any damage. So I got through all that and I stayed out front at the end and I was there when the time came. So it's just a great feeling to win this race. So yeah.
I mean, you're $50 richer, man. So anybody that helps you make this work, give them a shout out right now. Anybody. I don't care if it's a wife and kids, it's you, it's who it is. Give them a shout out. You're going to make $50 tonight.
Awesome. I'd like to thank my team at Raising Cane Racing. Helped them out at Elko Speedway, Minnesota. Been helping them now for 4 years, so they let me be a part of their race team every Saturday in the summer. It's a blast to do that.
Well, that's great. I mean, you're working your way from the sim to the real track, so that's fantastic. Hope to see you. Stay with us, Will. It's going to be a hell of a ride through this whole series, and you seem to have a knack for it. So we appreciate you being here. Congratulations on the win, and we'll be getting in touch with you for that $50, man. You have a great night.
Thank you, guys.
10-4. Will Salamone, everybody. Your winner of the 213 Simware number 5 recruitment race this evening from Inner Grove, Minnesota. So, Adam, Cody, final thoughts on the race?
I'm gonna say, Michael, we saw a lot of pretty good racing, for a lot of this race, but it was kind of haunted by a couple of issues here and there. But I think all in all, the driving was pretty good. It was pretty fun to watch at the end. That was a great finish to cap off the night. I had a lot of great racing between a handful of guys. So I think if these guys stick around and hang out with us here at this 213simware.com Super Speedway series at NASRA, we're going to have a pretty good group of guys to head into that season and, have some good racing on hand for you guys at home watching us.
Yeah, I mean, you see right there on your screen that just the seas parted and Will won by an eyelash. So it was just fantastic. What do you think, Cody?
Yeah, for sure, man. We started out, like I was saying, with roughly 40 guys, and we finished with literally like 7 people on the track. Like I was saying at the very beginning, Talladega is a very unforgiving place. If you're not being patient, you're not going to be at the end with the money spot. And Will decided to be patient, and like you said, the seas parted for him. He finished with one of the cleanest trucks out there and won the race, and it's $50 richer.
Yeah, that's always the key, right? Keep it clean. I never can seem to finish one of these things, so I don't know exactly what it is, but he kept it clean. You see right there, there's a finish. Just a wheel well, the front tire. But that's worth $50 for Will tonight. We'll be sending that to him soon. So, after final thoughts from Adam, Cody, Adam Flieger in the production booth, appreciate all y'all that came and watched, enjoyed the race. We appreciate you all the time. And as we said, every Wednesday night we have this. Every Monday night we're going to have truck racing. Every Friday night on Racecraft TV till the end of the season, we got 5 weeks left. Truck racing. We have Xfinity. We have Cup. We have everything coming to you. So, from Talladega, for Adam Newbert, for Cody Knott, for Adam Flieger in the production booth, I'm Mike McKinnon. I will say, we will see you next time. Take care.